It's been quite an interesting week, a week where we have seen a lot of things happening across the globe, in the Republic, out of the Republic, from America to Kenya to Rwanda, the President Trump hosting African presidents and saying many other things there. And Somalis are in question in the United States. Dr. C, karibuni.
Tumekaribia. Tumekaribia Christmas here.
And by the way, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year this year. You know, it's a festive season. I can see you dressed like a
Christmas tree, right? Happiness.
The multicolors.
Yes. A coat of many colors. I'm Dr. C, that queen.
Okay, we understand. The queen.
The queen,
yes.
That one. From the C-suit to the hustler nation.
Huh?
Yes.
Not to the hustler nation, to the C-suit?
There's nothing I've not done. Okay. I've been in the C-suit, and now even hustler, CEO, kila kitu. I'm that girl. Cheers, everybody. And today we are drinking wine and preaching Samantha wines.
You're drinking water.
Oh, I'm drinking water and preaching Samantha wines.
All right.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Jesus is about to be born. Okay, do I preach?
Jesus.
Pastor's daughter. Let Jesus be born in your hearts. Amen.
Amen.
Anyway, I'm Maria. I'm so happy to be here. Guys, it's December. This year has really flown by so fast. But I know you guys are keeping safe, driving safe, and you are actually taking good care of yourselves in all angles, including financially.
And when you talk about financial, I know some of them are opening those to Pandora. You know the boxes you keep money. Some of you.
I was those who saved during the year.
Yeah.
How do they do that? The piggy banks.
Yeah.
They do. You just put it there. You forget all the coins. If you anything less than 100,
you put in the bank.
You put in the bank, and that's
not scary. That's not the scary one. Is someone just taking out thousands from the piggy bank? Only thousands.
Yeah, because that one was saving. There are some people, I know a friend of mine who saved only 50 bob na kakula nayo chipo.
Okay, my son saved 300 shillings and then...
How much did you save?
But you know that money can actually earn you interest in the bank.
Yes, it can. That's the point.
Not just in the bank, but you know now on the stock exchange, you can buy shares for as little as 50 shillings. Or is it 50,000?
50,000.
50,000, yeah. So this thing of people putting money under the mattress,
it's not going to gain interest. Just say.
No, you are the one who ate money.
No, I did not buy a piggy bank. I cannot have a piggy bank because I don't think I can trust a piggy bank to give me any interest. That I think is one way. I would rather have a place whereby I know if money comes to my phone, I'm paid for something, my savings discipline should be like, I know where to send it for saving.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's a discipline.
It's a discipline.
It's a way that you can actually keep. That in itself.
And the people actually seeing it there makes them feel like I can be more disciplined when I'm seeing that metal thing there.
And you're broke. And you can't get the money out until end of the year. I'm telling you.
The problem is, if you are broke at night, you cannot start looking for a hammer at night. That looks wrong. And during the day, you are busy, so you do not think about it. Sometimes it's just protecting yourself.
Until you have a child like Dr. C. Did I tell you how I stole my father's piggy bank when I was a child?
True, Doctor. I keep saying Dr. C, you as a child.
Why did you steal your father's piggy bank?
Because I had actually stolen from my sister's friends. What anyway I wanted. So now me with a child's mind, I'm like, so what is going to happen? So I went to take my father's. So my father to come, what? I didn't know the value of money.
So you took your father's piggy bank?
Yes.
Please, don't steal your father's piggy bank at home.
But I've made it count.
Huh?
I've made it count.
Yeah, but let's be realistic. When you are young, you are handful.
She was a mischievous girl. Let's start the show then. Ladies and gentlemen, the American dream is that people go to chase the white collar jobs in America and chase finances and all that. But recently, Donald Trump, this week, of course, he was hosting African presidents. And he made a statement which was very derogative against the Somali national who live in Minnesota and called them, to quote, Donald Trump garbage. To quote Donald Trump, call them garbage, and they should leave United States and go back for wherever they came from. Yet these people who have been born there, have lived there. Is the American dream not so good for Africans anymore? Because people are being deported left, right, and center. And can we make our countries much better, Dr. C, than rushing to European or Western capitals to try and eke a living, and then you come deported without anything on your back? You know, in a deported, you walk as, it's like when you sell things on an auction, as it, how it is, as it.
As is and where is.
Yes, as it and where
is basis.
Yes.
As is and where
Yes.
is.
You
It's a real
don't-
estate term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
as is, where is basis.
So when you live there, then catch you, like on this set, you can't even go with your wine. You just go-
lakini hiyo nita struggle ni bebe glass yangu.
Shabebe chupa instead.
You know, honestly,
Yes.
number one, I think so that, you know, this has always been on the cards. And I'm so old-fashioned in that sense. I remember growing up, the generation of my father, and everybody had to build a home, in the home where they come from, such that ikikupata, unarudi pa kuenda. And, you know, this has to be a lesson.
Yeah.
To all for as long as you're of African descent, meaning uko na hii, this black skin. Imagine wherever you are, try and get some citizenship of sorts in any African country. And build there. Because the whole point is this. This is the continent where we are identified with, and we need to build. That is the first thing. The second thing, this is what I say. And I don't want to be taken out of context, but I may be a little bit controversial. Controversial in the sense that if you go to Rome, do what the Romans do. So if you come to Africa, because Africans are the way they are, don't try and convert us into something else. And the same way, I'm just saying, if you're, if you're from the Somali culture, and I know that Minnesota problem, all of them went to congregate in one place, and they're creating another Somali nation in that one place. And therefore, and I think they even influenced elections in the sense that now they can vote, it's a Somali nation, and it's a bit it's scaring some of the people there. They're like, oh my gosh, you've seen what's happening in Somalia. So therefore, it is giving people like Donald Trump, it's arming them. So I think that you need to try and integrate. If you're going to immigrate, you're going to America, do what the Americans do. Integrate, assimilate, be like those people. So, you know, when you aggregate together, and I'm telling Africans wherever they are, they need to come back, invest on the continent. This is where the opportunities are. And come and be a first-class citizen in wherever country Africa needs you. You build, look at, you know, America was built on the sweat of Africans.
Yeah, on their backside.
Yes. So why not come back here and build? We want you back.
One thing I would say is Somali have this thing of, like you say, they congregate together. That's what they do everywhere they go. Even when you look at the places where they are in Kenya, that's what they do. Maybe that is why Trump would be scared. Okay, everyone will be scared that why are you collecting yourself like this? So they feel like this is reforms. However, I would say this. I always see a lot of people think, or I don't want to say think, but maybe it's true. A lot of people associate going to America as success. But most of the time, I imagine that there's someone who is in this land, building wealth, buying land at home, building a home at home, trying and build a family here, and then diversifying their career, their passions and everything. So if one day, because let's be honest, no matter, even if you have the citizenship, you're just a visitor, you went to visit America, even if you live there all your life, but you went there as a visitor. It's not really home. When you come back, the ancestral land maybe that your kids would have had, or maybe the wealth that you would have built by being in your own country, you don't have. And sometimes I always see that a lot of people that are left, they might be left at that time, you left at the same time. Like if you compare someone, you are on the same level, one of you left and one remained. If you put the same effort, energy, and you work on your land, the one actually who is left tends to build wealth faster and easier because they are home and they tend to have a home to come to. I think Trump is just doing what he intended to do from the first place. He does not want immigrants, and he's trying as slow as possible, as fast as possible, in his own way to chase them out for his own reasons. And eventually, you will come home as long as he's in leadership. Maybe if the leadership changes, you will come home. So I will urge those people who are aware that their future is not there, please come back home and build your wealth there. And I know that will sound like not ideal or not something that people will consider, but that would be the ideal thing for people to do.
Now, the problem is that, and this is the egg and the chicken kind of story, because the biggest problem the Somali society face in Minnesota is not only congregation, is that there are some elements among them who do a lot of fraud. And that's what has been flagged off. And 90% of that fraud
is coming to Kenya.
You see those apartments which you see, these are huge. Some of them in South Sea, some of them in Parklands, some of them in Isili. Is where, when you look at the money report and the fraud report and money laundering report, actually says that the main areas where this money from Minnesota lands is Nairobi and Istanbul in Turkey. So the Americans have done a lot of investigation and found there's a lot of fraud around that region. And this is making them, the American leadership, very jittery. That does not mean the whole society of Somali nationals living in Minnesota are bad people. There are so many hardworking Somalis there, but there are elements which they have a problem with. So it's a case of bad apples in a whole in a whole lot. So I think the American government will have to now make a very harsh decision. And remember, Donald Trump is a white supremacist kind of government, where they started by deporting people from, if you do not have papers and all that. He has denied even now citizenship to third world countries going forward. So you can't get that green card. That green card is but suspended to third world countries, especially to black people. And then he's trying to forcefully remove people. First of all, they started people without papers. But now, even if you have papers and there's a question of crime or in anything, you're going. And they have been deporting people in even wrong places. You might be Kenyan and you're deported in South America. That's what they've been doing. There's a Chinese national who was deported to South Sudan. You understand? So I think the people who are living in America must realize what Dr. C has said. Remember, you came from somewhere. As much as you're enjoying life, you're eating life with a big spoon wherever you are in that state, one day, if those guys think that you are not welcome, you are not welcome. So if you're going to come back, you'll come back home. It doesn't matter whether you have built a future, a generation. So make sure that you have something where you can land, a place where you can live. But the Somali nationals, you must also learn to integrate wherever you go. You cannot be living on your own all the time. There are Kisses in Minnesota. We've not have any problem with them.
Yeah.
But
there are hundreds of them.
Kisses have never had problems anywhere.
No, because they integrate. The problem is, if you want to create your own country from where you come from, then there's be a problem, definitely. So you must learn to integrate. If you come from Somali and you came to Nairobi and you want to live alone, you don't want people to visit you. Have you ever visited a Somali friend's house?
No.
Yeah. So you see, that's a big, but the problem.
Have you ever visited a Somali friend's home? Amekuinvite kwake mkunywe chai kwa nyumba yake. They never. They never invite anyone.
This time I'm going to invite myself. I'm going to tell them, can I come for
So
coffee?
the question is, you cannot expect people to live freely with you And you can't invite them. You have how many
Is it
friends
culture?
do you invite?
Is it culture?
It doesn't matter what culture. We are
It's just that
Nairobians
they need to integrate.
You have to integrate with people.
Yes. You know, I once attended an Independence Day for the Indian community.
Yeah.
And the ambassador was clearly telling them that, and they've done a really good job.
You have to integrate.
Of integrating. And now they are the 47th tribe.
Yeah, you
because
must
they've
integrate
integrated
with people. And I can bet 90% of anyone who is not of Cushitic origin, of a Somali or Borana, has never visited a Somali in his house.
But I have a question. This is contradicting. A Somali can date a Christian. When they are dating, do they visit each other?
Somali does not equate to a religion. Somali is it's a group of people. Yeah,
Do
some Somalis who are
date-
Christians.
Yes, do they
But
date-
most of them tend to be Muslim, and we are not having a religious conversation.
I'm saying, do they date the Bantus and the Kushites?
Date how?
Like now they're in a relationship. Do these people
Have you
visit?
ever seen them?
Oh.
I've not seen
Have
them.
you
They
seen?
don't. In fact, I saw something online.
Have you seen?
They don't consider themselves as Africans.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, they don't.
So now that's the biggest problem.
But they live in Africa.
Yeah, so if you not integrate with people, people will be suspicious of you. But if you integrate, in this country of ours called Kenya, there are Luyas who are married to Kisis, to Masais. People integrate, marriage, live with one another. But if you control yourselves and you don't move across, over that cocoon, people will be suspicious.
And by the way, this is not just an American problem. It's a problem even in Canada, everywhere, in terms of they live in these communities that actually do not integrate. And
you must
this
integrate.
lack of integration is what caused even the Jewish people a lot of problems around the world. Because for the Orthodox Jewish people, they do not integrate.
Completely. They don't.
And for them, they cite biblical times when their God, everybody had their gods at that time, who said, do not marry, do not, like, they have all these things.
Yeah.
So I just think so that, honestly, on the other hand, I know Trump has done very many things, and I don't agree with him calling people those kind of names.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that even with this issue of immigration, that's why as third world countries, we must fight for better lending terms. Because can you imagine if the conditions are not, the trading terms are not fair for around the world, and even it's for Americans themselves, make the trading terms fair so that people are free to stay where they're supposed to stay. Yeah. Otherwise, people are always going to want to move to those areas. But for as long as you make life unbearable, you say you're going to attack Nigeria just because Dangote is now beginning to control the oil. Now you want to attack them and make a Libya out of Nigeria. We're all going to flock to your doorsteps and going to open. We are going to say we are here. Yeah. So therefore, I think so. Anyway, talking of money. Yeah, and lending terms. The other day we said, tell us how much we owe so that everybody can just pay. So we've discovered, according to
Unclaimed assets.
Unclaimed assets, thank you, my dear. There is a shadow economy of 400 billion. 400 billion. CEO, what can 400 billion do before I actually say the story?
We can build with it. You know, that's enough to build for us that expressway from here to Kisumu.
Oh.
Yeah.
And buy everybody a jet.
That would be nice.
It's a lot of money. We can build that road and we get a lot of investment going through.
Yeah. So, you know, I've been going on and on and on about secrecy and shadow. You know, these things where couples are just doing things without telling their partners. And turns out 400 billion is being held in unclaimed assets. And some affluent names are actually on that. According, this is not don't take me to court. According to the report, people like the late Fidel Odinga's name is there. Kaiseri, who was the former head of security.
Internal security.
Internal security, his name is there. And some other really, according to the report, their names are really there. And so we are saying, especially families, why are couples hiding wealth from each other? And I'm going to start by saying, honestly, Kenyans, we need to learn how to build generational wealth. If we are going to build generational wealth, it's actually part of nation building. There are people today from prominent families whom we are fundraising for and actually crowding the health sector. You know, we could build hospitals. This money could be circulating in the economy. But couples just choose, either it was a shadow family, maybe they were hiding for that. Maybe, I don't know what they were doing. But I think so that we have to stop. The problem is the secrecy that couples have with each other. They are not revealing. And when one of the partners or the wife or the husband dies and you didn't tell anybody, me, I think this money, this is what I think, this money should be dissolved, put back in the economy, and let the economy start circulating. What do you guys think?
I think even it's madness for unclaimed asset. We need to change that law, first of all. We need to change unclaimed asset law. To the fact that these people who died, most of that money is in M-Pesa, number one. Most of it is in M-Pesa. Remember that every day there are people who pass on and all that, and someone has 10,000, 5,000, 2,000 in M-Pesa account. The numbers are not active, but you know this number belongs to a certain person, even the assets. Why don't the law be changed? And my view has always been very simple. Anyone with an ID has a next of kin.
Yes.
Anyone with an ID has a next of kin. It is the government's prerogative to make this money circulate. Why we want to keep that money? And you know for sure, this guy, for example, probably he didn't inform the next of kin. You can check the ID. When you check the ID, you'll see in your national ID, this is your father. The back page of it, it's written in the National Identification Report. If you go to Nyayo House, you have to register your father, your mother, the ID numbers. If you have the next of kin, they're always there. So if this person, you've realized that he's no longer there, this is his personal ID, you can contact the people who are in that and tell them, so-and-so had this property, he didn't inform you guys. What do you want us to do with it? The law should be working towards helping people, because there are people who are extremely poor. Like, for example, the case of Dr. C have mentioned about Fidel Odinga. The wife has gone to court asking unclaimed asset to release the money to her and the son. Unclaimed asset has not delivered that. It's a matter which is in court. Mm-hmm. So you cannot be holding people's money and saying it's unclaimed, and there's someone who have identified. You even publish their names. Nkaiseri's wife is alive. Mm-hmm. You understand? So the law is on us. It's not giving us a chance for people to get to reclaim their money. That's number one. We have to make laws work for us and then reduce that amount. And people, Fidel's wife and the mother should access that amount. Even the son, he's called Alian, should get that money. Number two, Nkaiseri's wife is here. It's there, it's saying that, oh, these are unclaimed. How can it be unclaimed?
Yes, and they are there.
And they are there. And you have seen, this one is not even hiding. It's only that these guys don't have documentation to claim it.
But you have the...
But it's in his
but you see, there are things that you know.
Yeah.
Like there are things that are very
Yeah,
obvious.
so now someone tells you, okay, Maria, you know, but bring the document so that we can give you. You don't have that document, but you can see this guy owned it. And they can tell you actually it's his. Why not give to the next of kin?
And that is, there are so
That's
many ways
problem.
to actually know the family.
Yeah.
There's so many ways to know the family. The same way you report if something happens, that one you don't say unclaimed sick person in a hospital. So you think that this money by now they would have known who the owner is. I don't think they could. I think the unclaimed one should be someone maybe you did not find any identification on them, something like. But if it is someone like this, someone who is well known like Fidel, we all know the mother. That is not something that they should be calling unclaimed. And also, do they want people to take them to court all the time for information that is a public information? Like, let me go to court to defend myself that I'm someone's mother. Or let me go to court to defend myself. I should just be like, this money belongs to so and so. Where is the documentation? Here is the money because you are here, and there's no way that. But when it comes to because couples sometimes, it's like, for example, my husband wants to buy me a car. He'll have a private somewhere to save up for it to buy me a car. So if something happens to him, I should say like, oh, you hide all the money from me. Maybe he was planning something. So it's not like he's building wealth alone. There could be like just small money. Like, CEO, you keep your small money to yourself, right? That's not a lot. No, it's supposed to be a pocket money. So
as a man, I teach people, you must have your money somewhere.
Not secret, not necessarily. Not a secret. Even women, I tell them, it's not a secret.
It's not
a secret. It's just that you cannot access that money.
Yeah.
It is for me, but if anything happens,
I can give you. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
But you see, now the point is this. Now, if anything happens to you, the government does not know that it's okay that, yes, it was my money, you did not have access to it then, but something has happened to me. You are next of kin to that money. So I should not say it's unclaimed. It is more like now whatever is left of him, it's this one. Although I tried to find out if I have anything unclaimed, and even the SMS did not come back.
Oh, there's an SMS of finding out.
Yes,
we can find out if me. I think me. Okay, I know. I bought some. Let me just say, I bought some
mine
Kenya
found they have 11
shares.
shillings, so I was like, oh,
I bought some Kenya Airways shares. Kitambo. Yani me, I got upset. I'm sure they've been put in the
unclaimed assets. Even me, I think my shares are in unclaimed assets. Unclaimed assets must really work for people. Number one, that's my take. Do not be putting people's names on unclaimed assets and we know them. Give that money to the next of kin.
You know the next of kin.
Yeah, it needs to change.
Yeah, you need to change
that
the law.
money, put it in the economy, let it work, and that's why
and
all these
revert
documents.
the M-Pesa to the next of kin.
But you see, the line goes away for after 6 months. They can sell the line.
Yeah, but now this is it. Why are you selling the line? This line has money.
Oh,
you put the money in an unclaimed asset. When someone is registering a phone, it's Maria Nyambane. There's the next of kin is there and all that. Why don't you, before you remove that money,
call next of
it,
kin.
Call next of kin and give him the money?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually
what nonsense is this? Are you telling us unclaimed for who?
Could it be that they're saying it's unclaimed so that they give you a specific time?
No,
and then
it's just nonsense. The government wants just to make money out of it. This money, government trades with it.
Anyway, let's take a short break. We'll be right back on Let's Be Real. Welcome back to the show. I know you guys are having a great time watching this show. The first part is over. Now let's go to the second part. Before we start the second part, I want to make it clear I have never ever joined a dating site at all. But I have dated from Facebook.
Facebook is a dating site nowadays also.
No, not nowadays. During those days, it was genuine. Like you could inbox someone. Right now, you cannot even answer DMs. Those days, it was genuine. I met a couple of boyfriends from there. Couple.
How many, Maria?
I think I've dated all my 99 frogs until I found my Prince Charming.
Okay.
I can't count. I lost count of the people I've dated. Some a month, some a week, some a year. I've lost count.
In my days, we used to say, I've dated only one other guy before you.
Where you are lying, Dr. Z.
I'm never giving a man that privilege.
But we didn't have these many chances, honestly.
Okay, for me, I took my chances. I took my chances. And that's why right now, I'm married, I'm settled, I'm not taking any chances. However,
but that's good advice right there and then. It's very good advice to young women.
Date.
You know, they actually think they're going to be young for forever.
Yeah.
Date, if
Date.
you know, like date as many as possible. Remember, I just say date. Date, yeah?
Don't go so deep.
Yeah. Go for dinners, go for lunch, don't go to their homes. As many as possible, like quickly meet the man.
However, also
Settle.
also be careful of Airbnbs, because like the lady I'm about to talk about, she was in a dating site. She met a guy. Okay, why am I making it look like a very sweet love story and CEO will disagree? Anyway, this 40-year-old lady met a 25-year-old guy. The lady says they've been friends for a while. 48.
Yes.
Still, she's in her 40s. She met a 25-year-old guy.
24.
Yeah, the guy is in his 20s. Siyo your age inakusumbua.
Inasirisha sana.
So they met and then they booked an Airbnb. They went to have a good time, meaning maybe they were just drinking. I'm just trying to be positive. Then the guy turned up dead. He fell from the balcony. And when the lady was phoned by the police, the lady was intoxicated. And remember when the guy came with a friend at that time. So the story, here we are trying to debunk what happened to the guy. How did he die?
You mean we are trying to be detectives?
Yes.
Play detective.
No, we are not going to be detective. We'll just say how it is. First of all, you're 24-year-old. Why are you dating a 40-year-old woman?
Money, golf.
Yeah, nonsense. You see, and then you are doing drugs together. How would a 40-year-old woman look for a 24-year-old boy and take to a Airbnb? It's a moral decadence.
She's agile.
It's nonsensical. And boys, I have to talk to boys
Who
now.
booked that room?
I have to talk to
The
boys.
boy
The
booked
woman.
that room.
I have to. No, it's a woman, because the woman is the one with money. And I
No,
have to talk
you're
to boys.
making an assumption.
No, you are.
We've investigated this story.
Okay, so you're...
It has been in the papers.
Okay.
We are not assuming. We are saying what we have published.
Okay.
The woman is from Caribbean and half Kenyan. You come to meet a boyfriend you met online. You book a room. You buy drugs and you buy alcohol. Drugs plus hard drugs we are talking about. That boy cannot afford cocaine in that room. Cannot.
Until you went to find reinforcement.
So, no, the cousin came. The cousin came to, like, naturally, you have your old mama has come. So you call your cousin, my mama has come from abroad, come and meet. The guy, Jagongo, didn't even enter the room. Alikuja akawazindikisha kwa lift, akawambia, see you, au revoir guys, have a good time. Akaenda. So this woman and the boyfriend, they went, started drinking and doing their own drugs there. And having what they do at night. People do, and a lot of stuff happened in between. And one of them ended up dead, stuck naked, with an erection on.
Yeah? The erection was still on?
Yes.
Okay.
So he was...
So, my question, my
Oh gosh,
problem is that young boys should stop this fixation of looking for older women for quick pleasures. And older women should allow young boys to grow. Because you can't take someone's kid of 24-year-old who is basically out of school, you go and disappear in an Airbnb somewhere and feed him on hard drugs and then make sure that he's dead. And then you are found there in your drunken stupor, you don't know what is happening.
How old is the boy again?
24.
Just a question, CEO, and I don't mean to be stupid because maybe I don't understand boy parts.
Yeah.
When you die, how long does the erection last before it goes down?
It doesn't if you are taking those hard drugs. It doesn't go. That's why people who are caught when they have done Viagra, they die with it up.
For how long will it?
It remains like that.
Until you are dead and it's like that?
Because the blood is there, of course. What about it? It's
you are buried like this. See, Dr. Singo.
What about when rigor mortis sets in?
But you see, when you go, when you are already, the blood was there, so it remains there.
I was just asking about rigor mortis.
Yeah, but when rigor mortis, you just had to make sure that you are stiff.
Yeah.
But the stiffness remains the way it was.
Okay. So, okay, I don't know. I haven't like really, nowadays there's so many of these stories happening with these Airbnbs and whatever that I'm just thinking these may have been, I actually, when I saw it at first, I thought it's a case of kidnap. I thought this woman had been kidnapped, put in this room, because we don't know for sure. If the police know for sure that it's this woman who booked this room, then there is nothing to investigate. But if she did not book the room, if she's not the one who booked the room, I think she was kidnapped and they were trying to extort things out of him. And you know, see, the way you're talking about older women and people's children, we should just say older, like, what are we saying? People should just exercise. It's a moral issue. It's not necessarily an age issue. Because there are sugar mummies and sugar daddies out there. You know? So it's just people, and by the age of 24, age of consent is 18. But actually, the human brain really grows well, properly, the frontal lobe, when you're 28. That's when it's really fully grown. But that said, we cannot dismiss the fact that this woman had not been kidnapped, and this lady was just trying to defend herself. But also, it's quite possible, if we are talking about the story of drugs, then maybe this boy, I have heard that when people are high on drugs, they hallucinate. So maybe he was hallucinating,
yes,
feeling bigger than I don't know what, and he thought he could fly.
Yeah.
So he was just flying out of the window.
The Superman in him came out.
So he wasn't really murdered. It was just the effect of the drugs.
Okay, what I'll say is this, the way you've said, Dr. C, maybe the effect of the drugs led to this. Or even, maybe it could be that mixing drugs and performance, could be performance anxiety. And then he just wasn't himself, and there are so many reasons. We cannot rule out that because, and then we cannot say that the age of this woman had anything to do with this. First of all, this lady, they met online and she took her money and came to meet this guy. People fall in love with older people every day.
That's the biggest.
And after falling in love with them, they make great families out of it.
The way you're talking about
let me tell you
it
something,
like,
CEO.
It's the most pissing thing I've ever had.
Love
We must
is
warn
blind.
small boys.
Love does not
and
know
small
age.
girls. You must be warned about these old men.
Listen, we have to warn people.
Yes.
These old
Actually,
men,
yes.
old men
we
and
have
these
to warn
small
people.
girls.
Number one, you are 24-year-old boy. What the
Girl,
hell are you
for
doing?
example.
Why are we saying
What the
only
hell are
boy?
you doing with an old man in the room?
What are you
Yes.
doing?
You see, let's not rule out that there is also 48-year-old men looking for that 24-year-old.
Yes.
And that case is actually the majority of it.
Yeah, it's a majority.
It's the
Let's
majority.
not make this thing about women.
Yes.
I'm making about that woman.
That's
no,
the
but
point. Leave the age out of it. This woman went to online, just like I could have gone online and met a man that I could spend
Please
my life
get
with.
a man of your age.
That's the point. I could have gone online and fallen in love with someone who is older than me, and it's okay. Age has nothing to do with it.
No.
What I know is the drugs were the problem. In all this, the drugs
I have
were
to
the
warn
problem.
my boys and boys out there. Please date women who are in your range. Please
Sugar daddies.
avoid things which will land you in trouble. If you're a young man, do not be sleeping with women who are as old as your mother. It is abomination.
Was the lady dressed now that the guy was naked?
No, I'm just saying,
No,
if you're
when
sleeping
the
as
way
a
they
young
found
boy
the lady.
out there, please go get your agent. Play those games with them.
Wait, CEO, when the way they found the lady, was she naked?
No.
She was not.
She was not naked, but she was not fully undressed. You see the way people sleep.
So do you think she carried him, threw him
How
out?
could she have carried him?
Or what
We are
in the
not
middle of
happened?
something?
No one is saying that people have carried anyone. We are saying whenever there are drugs in question, and if you've never seen people the way behave when they've done drugs.
So why
If
can't
you've
we be
seen-
talking
Why
about
can't we be
drugs,
talking
not
about
the age
drugs?
of these women?
Yes.
No.
Why
Let's
have
just
we
say that-
deteriorated in this conversation?
Because it
to
is
talk
wrong
about-
for a young man to be dating
You
older
mean
women.
you'd rather be doing drugs with his age mates?
Yeah. I could go
Yani,
and-
it's even, Yani,
No. The immoral aspect
CEO.
of this thing
Oh my
is
gosh.
the drugs can kill. Sex with an older woman cannot kill.
It's very bad.
It cannot kill. But drugs can kill.
It's very bad. Why are you having sex with an older
I'm
woman?
saying this. Look,
Oh my
we are looking
God,
at what
like-
is the cause of death, not the cause of fun. This one was a good time.
No,
This other one can kill.
we have
A drug
said-
can kill any age.
We are telling young boys, please avoid sugar
Drugs.
mummies. Avoid drugs and you don't be invited by sugar mami na tuwapate hapo kwa hizo room.
When unaenda kuwatafuta?
I don't want them. I was so pissed by that story, by the way.
Having a good time does not kill someone, see.
48.
Yes, it's
and
okay.
24.
Yes, the two of them.
Gosh, and is this story about?
It's about the
somebody
drugs.
died and they were taking drugs, or is
Yes.
it because a young woman, a 40 whatever year old
48-year-old
woman was
woman.
shagging?
I have a problem with the drugs.
The story is about the drugs.
I have a
that
problem
killed
with the
boy.
drugs, and I have a problem with a 48.
Because listen,
spoiling a young
even though
boy
you've
of 24
explained,
years.
he was found naked with an erection caused by the drugs. But
well,
if
pia
there were no
jeshi
drugs,
kidogo.
they could not have found him with an erection dead.
No, what I'm saying,
He would be
women,
dead,
if you
okay.
reach 48, please, a bit of respect. Eh? Don't
What are we talking about? No, CEO, me, I'm not going to sit on the same platform with you.
Yes.
And allow you to talk like this.
No,
I can't allow you.
48 years.
No, I cannot allow you because this is not an age
It's
issue.
not an age issue.
And woman age
And that's
issue.
why I'm telling
It
you.
is about people got into a room, either they had, somebody died, they were intoxicated, whether it's alcohol or drugs, whatever it is, and the fact that somebody could have been kidnapped, it's a crime. It has nothing to do with age.
It has nothing to do with age.
It has everything to do with alcohol.
Yes.
It's also wrong for people to date that big age gap.
Well, are we saying the same about girls?
I've said both ways.
Eh?
Yeah.
How
Why are
old
you
was
voting?
Abraham when he married Sarah?
Okay. Why are you encouraging him now to
Ndio
say
anasemanga ati yeye ako Christian hata kunywi. If you want us now to deteriorate, if you want this conversation to deteriorate,
And that's what I'm saying. See, you cannot put an
anasemanga
age
ati
when it
he
comes
goes
to a
to church every
relationship.
Sunday.
You don't need to put age.
Don't put an age into a relationship.
Can you date a 20-year-old?
Me?
Yeah.
Currently I can. I'm 30, 20.
Okay, you know,
that's
for
okay.
me, I believe
Okay,
in
can I tell you
freedom.
Dr.
something?
C, can you date a
I
24-year-old?
believe, for me, I can't.
Thank you.
It's a personal choice.
Done.
That's a personal
Done.
choice. But
Can
I'm
you?
not. But I believe people should date
Meet me when I'm 70.
the way they want.
And I have money.
You'll date 24. Look at this one now. She wants to date a 24 and she's 70.
Meet me when I'm 70 and I have enough money.
Dr. C, let's move to the
If they
next one.
come, will I tell them that don't come?
What is the topic? The next topic? I don't have another topic. I already talked to my topic.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, something happened and there are two stories I want us to discuss quickly. One is Two-Face Idibia, from frying pan to fire. From frying pan
He
to...
deserves it. He deserves
Totally.
it wherever you are. You deserve
Totally.
it.
From
Idibia,
frying
wherever.
pan...
We are so
Ati,
mad
you are
at
my
Idibia.
African queen.
We are so mad at
For our
Idibia.
viewers who don't know who Two-Face is,
Two-Face, two baba.
the one who sang "You Are My African Queen," the girl of my dreams. Na, 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 na,
He made
na,
me
na.
not value being sung for. Like,
Even
now-
me, that
now if
song,
you-
I
now-
see it these days.
Now,
I
now
even
if you sing for me, there was that, like, that African Queen song was...
the way he has mistreated that lady. And I first came to know about him from out of this show, Young, Rich and African.
Yes.
That's actually,
Annie
I
Idibia.
even thought it was a Ugandan song before
Annie
that.
Idibia.
Yes.
Annie has gone through
gosh,
it.
that
She's
girl.
forgiven so many times.
That girl, move on, Anne. Like, move on. Now this guy is just showing you how
Pathetic he is.
the last time he was being, and he has met his match. Karma is real. That Natasha woman.
Yes.
She's showing him where. From your ex may have allowed this behavior. She is not allowing it.
That's
Yeah,
a good
they
thing.
fought in an airport in
Yes. In London.
In London Heathrow.
Yeah.
Am I bad to wish that they
quickly
don't
put
leave
in.
each other? I just wish they stay together longer. For Two-Face to face his music for a little while longer. Like, I just want the toxicity to continue. Two-Face to apologize, then face a music. Apologize, face a music for a little bit of time.
Yeah, akaya huko kabisa.
I would love that.
So
That
my
would be
advice to Two-Face is very simple.
Go back to Anne.
If you left Annie, don't go back to Annie. Annie was also a crackhead.
Okay.
True.
How was she a crackhead? The fact
She
that
was
she
abusing
accepted this
drugs.
behavior.
She was abusing drugs. That's a problem.
But he put her on them.
Yes.
That's almost like
He's
Whitney
actually the
Austin.
root of all that.
No, so my friend Two-Face Idibia, two baba,
Hey.
leave Natasha, marry another woman. You cannot be put in trouble with women.
Oh my God, no, he needs to heal. He needs to check himself into rehab, heal, and be alone. Get comfortable with being alone.
Become a pop.
Yeah, because there's no way at you. It's like you're saying these women are the problem. Baba, you're okay. Just continue with what you're doing. Just move your toxicity
you see my
to the
problem?
next.
I think Baba needs to check himself.
Would you like that next person to be your sister or your daughter?
Let me tell you.
Would you allow
let me give you the background of the story so that we agree, first of all. Why am I advocating Baba to leave Natasha? Number one, Natasha is a control freak. A control freak.
That's what he
100
needed.
control freak. Baba is on a live with friends. Natasha comes and grabs the phone and starts shouting and starts beating him.
Yeah, he
on a
deserves
live.
it. Yes.
He deserves it.
He deserves it. Like, there's no mercy for this guy.
Let me tell you, there's nothing CEO you will say about Two-Face that we will say that we
he
are
deserves
sorry.
everything.
So now my argument is, so now you guys have said, and I'm saying Baba is from frying pan into the fire, because Annie, people think, and this is what I want to disabuse, that people think Annie was always a saint as well.
Oh, she's a saint.
She wasn't. Annie,
I forgive you 5 kids later.
No.
That's a saint.
Baba had his issues. I agree. But Annie also was a crackhead. We have to agree.
And he left her because of crackism.
The rehab problems.
Did he keep cheating because of crackism?
No, but when cheating is
You
not
see, the problem is this, and I came to realize, when a couple is fighting and then a woman has gone through it, most of the time, the man is actually given more respect. Like we tend to make these men look a bit more superior. In real sense, what Two-Face did was wrong. Instead of cheating from the first time, leave her at that first time. Don't keep coming back to put her through everything. If she's the problem, just go away at that time.
Okay,
but you cannot keep coming back and then expect that every time that when things now end for real, now you'll come and blame. Like, you can't come and blame me for you cheating on me so many times. You can't come and blame me for all the times and all the chances I gave you.
Listen, Two-Face didn't cheat so many times, Maria.
Two-Face
had only one issue with another girl. After that, Two-Face was not in. The relationship went down. Two-Face asks for divorce.
From who?
From Annie.
He never even asked her for a divorce.
He kept, they even did,
and the divorce is not even through.
It's not through, but
yes, and then
reversed.
he went ahead, got married to somebody else.
But why would I
this story of Two-Face is just tiring. I don't know how to...
I'm not, CEO, you know, the problem with you, and I've realized, according to the entire Let's Be Real show of today, you are actually glorifying the mistakes of men.
Okay. So
and that's wrong. Seriously,
story.
it's very wrong. You are not supposed to glorify the mistakes of men. Let's call things as they are.
I've not glorified. I've just said.
I've
just said Two-Face should just get married.
To who again?
To
women.
To another woman.
Whose daughter?
Whose daughter?
Whose daughter? Let's just talk about.
Leave Natasha that one alone.
And that's the point.
Whose daughter?
Leave Natasha, go to seek help. Your head has an issue. Go take care of that head.
Okay.
I don't think there's any witch, preacher, pastor, therapist. You cannot even give it 3 months. That one you need to go live with all those.
All right. Now let's move to Beryl Odinga. Dr. C, Beryl Odinga is being buried at their mother's home, next to the mother. What's your take?
Well, so I have not really followed the story of Beryl well. I'm just wondering, was she not married? Did she not have a home? What's going to happen to
the children and grandchildren?
Her great-grandchildren. So I'm just finding it a bit strange for a matriarch. And how do we become matriarchs of our homes? You're only a matriarch when you have generations. I saw, from what I've seen online, I saw she had grandchildren and maybe with the possibility of great-grandchildren. Mm-hmm. So it's just a little bit going by the Luo and Luya cultures. If dowry was paid, if you're not supposed to be buried
In your
back
mother's
in
home,
your
yeah.
mother's home. It's an abomination.
It's crazy, man.
It is crazy. So
It's crazy.
unless the whole extended Odinga family is gonna be buried in that cemetery, that is one thing. Like everyone, it doesn't matter who you are,
yeah.
including your husband, whatever, will
Yeah.
get buried there. I just think something is really not.
Off. It's totally
something
off.
is off. I don't have the full picture. I don't have all the facts. But from where I am, from what I know, according to the African culture, it's not okay.
I agree with you 100%. Doctors?
I don't think, okay, it even sounds wrong without even being seen as wrong. Like, she was buried at home next to her mom and she was married.
She's going to be buried.
She's going to be buried. So
Tomorrow,
they can change their
yeah.
minds.
They can't.
There's a possibility.
They should change
Or
their minds.
the grave has already been dug.
Does she even, sometimes I always say, does she even then have her wealth or her land somewhere where she can be buried? This is hers, away from there. Because that's a possibility. I don't know how Luos do it, but I think some people can buy land and say, I'll be buried here instead.
I think that is, first of all, I think this is totally wrong from where we sit. And the Odinga family has a final say. They've decided they can have it the way they want it. But traditionally, they have done a very wrong thing and they have to be told.
Maybe they're building.
Yeah, they have to be told that it is wrong to bury Beryl Odinga at the father's homestead. She is an old woman. An old woman, I mean, she is a woman who should have established her gate, her home. She had resources, the family had resources, and they knew they could have set up that woman and built her. If they couldn't take her to Zimbabwe, they couldn't bury her in Game where Otieno Ambala, the man who brought chips to Kenya, by the way.
Oh.
The guy the former Game MP who was a husband, Otieno Ambala, is the man who brought these chips to Kenya. He's the first guy to open a chip shop in Kenya.
He must have made lots of money.
Lots of money.
What was the company name?
No, the Munyiri's chip shop in Ambassador.
Yes, Munyiri.
That was the first chip shop
one
ever in Nairobi.
And
it was
so
owned by
Otieno.
It was owned by Otieno Ambala, the man who married Beryl
Is it
Odinga
still there?
as a second wife. Now, it's still there. My biggest problem is that we know for sure that this woman is an older woman. She was married in 1974. That's an old, long time ago.
It's a long time ago.
That's a long time ago. The kids have kids. So the Odinga family should have established her home, and then so that the kids can go to their home as well. And also the Ambalas should have come and reclaimed their wife. If it's not possible, then set her up. You cannot be doing this. That family, Odinga's home, is not a graveyard for everyone else from the family. So what do you mean? The sisters, the brothers, everyone will be buried there. And sometimes we do things without thinking beyond the future, and then things will start happening from that home, and then people will start saying this is what they did. And these are totally against the Luo culture and customs. And it is not. It's against Luo culture and customs, and they must be told. Mm-hmm. They must be told.
And there are always repercussions.
Yeah, but they must be told.
I'm drinking water.
Yes.
And still preaching Samantha.
So, I think next time they want to do this thing, do not pull on such things. Give a woman a chance to build. If you're an older woman, you have a family, you've left your husband. I know many African women, and from Western Nyanza, a woman reaches 50 years and the marriage didn't work. The first thing they do, they always say, I want to buy my own land and I want to establish my own home. That's what they do. And many people do so because of these issues. Because you want your kids and their daughters, your great-granddaughters or grandsons to come to your home. Now, tell me, the great-grandchildren of Beryl, when they want to go and see their mother, their grandma, where will they go? Odinga's family. One is in Zimbabwe, the son is a Zimbabwean. The daughters, yeah.
Let me just throw a spanner into this.
Yeah.
Sometimes we take dead bodies too seriously. Dust to dust.
Yes.
You know, I'm just thinking about I see my grandfather's grave is still there.
Yeah.
But you know, this land changes hands. Okay, this is the Odinga family. But for the rest of us mortals, I don't even know why we're having this conversation, because that's why we should just all start cremating. Because at the end of the day, and then you have a tree grown you put that dust in whatever, plant a tree, contribute to the environment, yeah? Because that land will be sold and sold and sold and
but
sold.
You see, Dr. Stephen,
do you know how many people are buried even in this place where you're building your village home?
Even in this place where
let's go back 2,000 years from now. 2,000 years, yani, have passed. Do you think that land will still be there?
No, it won't be there.
So now, can we just, I just think...
2,000 is far, actually.
For ordinary mortals, okay, culturally, it's a conversation. But for me, it's just like, let people just do what they want to do.
But you see, Dr. C, what you're forgetting is not everyone will be like, it's okay for me to be cremated.
Look, at the end of the day, do you know how many human bodies are there? Finally, the whole earth will be covered with the graves.
Actually, even where we're standing could be graves.
Yes. Yeah, so dust to dust. That's what the Bible says. Then let's have the circle of life continue. Come back as a tree, as a frog, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we are talking about. What is this cementing thing we are talking about?
You come back as a cow.
Yeah. No, me, I've always said, cremate me, my ashes, whatever, put them in the ground, grow a tree.
Are you seriously saying that?
Yes, my husband knows, my daughter knows, everybody knows.
I come from the Nile.
You want to be buried?
No, I come from the Nile. I'm from the Jok. My history is very clear. We built the pyramids. The first pharaoh, Menya, is a Luo. I follow the traditions of Jok.
You have to tell us the story of Jok and pharaohs.
Wait, the traditions of Jok do not say cremate.
Do you know who Jok is?
I think I learned it in history somewhere.
Was I asleep that day or what?
Jok. I'm a Luo
in class.
And the first pharaoh, the Luo dynasty, which ruled Egypt in 3200 BC, by Pharaoh Menya, who united the lower and the upper Egypt. 32,000 BC. We follow the concept of burial according to the Kemetian Book of Death.
But the things he got buried with, do you know where they are?
We still have those pyramids. See, they are there.
They are there, but do you know the things he was buried with?
We still understand.
Can you get his body?
The body is, they stole their body.
No, it became dust.
No, which dust?
They mummified. Dust to dust.
They have not been, Dr. C, but don't you see the Egyptology? The
I only see the
But what is the point?
I only see the cast of whatever, Tutankhamun.
They are there. All those bodies are there.
And anybody who dared even open got the cast of Tutankhamun.
Tutankhamun is a 6th dynasty. But did you know the Tute is Luo word?
Oh, tell me more.
Do you know Tutankhamun is a Luo pharaoh?
Okay, tell me more. No, I didn't know. That's why I'm just like...
Are all pharaohs
Luo? Me, I want to hear.
From the 1st to the 6th dynasty were the Luo pharaohs in Egypt.
They are the Luo pharaohs.
Then you're taking ownership.
Yes.
Me, I want to hear what does Tute mean?
Tute
I want to go
horn.
biblically.
Tute
the
means
pharaoh that made Moses suffer is a Luo.
No, I want to, what does Tute mean? No, what does Tute mean?
Tute. Yes. The word Tute in Luo is a horn, the blowing the horn.
Like tute to your horn.
Yes, the blower of the horn. Tutankhamun.
What?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
I'm telling you.
You mean?
Why don't you read my book when it's out?
You know, even me, I have more blood in me.
Why don't you read my book about the Luos and the pharaohs?
Where is it?
But my question, where is it?
Where is it?
I will publish it.
When I tell people I'm that queen.
Wait. Before we go to Tutankhamun, you've not answered me. Yeah. The pharaoh that made Moses suffer.
No, that's a pharaoh.
Listen,
that's a pharaoh.
That's Pharaoh
Zosa. Let me finish. That's Pharaoh Zosa. I'll come to that. I'll offset.
It's
the
not
pharaoh.
Luo.
That's Pharaoh Zosa. That's the 7th dynasty.
He's not a Luo. Me, my question is he a Luo?
I will talk to you later.
Oh.
So, like, you have just really
it could
declared.
Yes.
Yeah, Tutankhamun
Yeah, Tute.
You know, my husband used to tell me, you look like you're from some dynasty of sorts.
And let's end the show. Tutankhamun is a Luo pharaoh of the 6th
Queen
dynasty.
Masisa.
Keep listening. It's Let's Be Real.
I'm
It's
that
been
queen.
real.
Tutankhamun. Like, this is for real.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I've written it in my book.
Why
That's
do I-
Where is this book?
Why-
do we
why-
need to fundraise to print
Why
it?
do
Or
I
what
feel
do we
like
need to
Kisses
do
don't
to
have,
have this
so
book
much
out?
history? No, I'm starting to feel like Kisses don't have so
You
much
are
history.
in the presence of dynasty.
You're in the presence of me. Just understand, when I say I'm a member of Joke, I understand my history.
So you are a queen and a king. I'm
Yes.
the princess, and that has been real.
Keep listening.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
No wonder I have this queenly.